Pierce, hi.
Hi, Brooke.
Is my aunt giving you the grand tour or the hard sell?
A little both.
Uh-huh. Isn't it a little premature to start showing my place without 30 days' notice from me?
Well, you'll have to check your new landlord and master.
Adam is not my landlord, and he is certainly not my master, okay?
Well, since you reestablished yourself in his life, and I assume that extends to his bed.
It's some stretch.
I fail to see the humor. Despite my constant warnings, you've allowed yourself to be lured back into Satan's den.
It's a trial arrangement.
Yes, a trial by hellfire. I never thought I'd see the day that you would give that blackguard even the time of day, let alone agree to cohabit with him.
Aunt Phoebe, it is a temporary arrangement that I doubt will become permanent. It is the end of the discussion. Please, Pierce, I'm really very sorry. My aunt has wasted your time.
No. It's no problem. I was in no hurry to make a change anyway.
You favor the cabin. I understand that. It was your refuge, your soul's sanctuary.
Well, it's not just the cabin.
But you had made your first step back into the civilized world. You were once again that same young man who performed such miracles in my garden all those years ago.
I was a kid of 18 years old then.
Yes, but you had magic to make things grow. You know, dear, I'll be perfectly happy to help you find another place more suitable, at least a little closer to the civilized world.
Aunt Phoebe, there are some people who prefer living off the beaten track, and I, quite frankly, admire Pierce for taking the road less traveled.
You're a fine one to talk, young lady. Bed hopping between the woman's shelter and Adam's boudoir.
Would you please stop meddling in something that is none of your concern?
Well, would you consider it meddlesome if I asked to what we owe the honor of your company?
Yes, my stay at Adams has outrun my dry cleaning, so I'm here to replenish my wardrobe.
Well, as long as I'm here, Langley has sent a present to Jamie.
Another one? My Uncle Langley is on the lecture circuit, so every college he's been to, he sent my son a T-shirt, class of 2012.
Well, there's nothing wrong with holding a positive thought. Now, while I'm gone, I want you two to practice your powers of positive persuasion on one another, all right? I'll be right back.
My poor Aunt Phoebe. She means well. I hope you know that. It's just, she's like a dog with a bone. You know, she gets an idea in her head and... Huh? Aunt Phoebe?
Oh, no, I forbid it.
Listen, you may have broken something.
The only wound is to my vanity.
No, she's right. You don't want to take any chances. You could have injured yourself seriously.
Oh, no, don't be silly. I'm as spry as I could be.
No, just sit back and hold my...
That's it. I'm calling Joe.
Now, look, you pulled the thorn out of my paw once. I just want to return the favor.
Okay.
Joe's in Iowa with Ruth.
Well, look, if you two will just get me up to the house, I'm positive that Mrs. Valentina can manage perfectly well.
I'm calling Maria.
No, don't do that. My goodness, Edmund fusses over me worse than you do.
Okay, it's Maria or it's the Yellow Pages.
I know. Juanita's been raving about that man who helped her with her dislocated shoulder.
Oh, well, I'll call and I'll get his name.
No need. I know the name. It's Kinder, Kinder, Dr. Jonathan Kinder. Will I have to go to the hospital, Dr. Kinder?
I think we can spare you that ordeal, Mrs. Wallingford. Actually, you're in remarkable physical condition.
Oh.
Brooke?
My body is my temple. Feel free to worship.
I've finished with my examination.
How is she? She all right?
Well, I didn't detect anything broken, although she'll be in pain with that bruise for a while.
Juanita is always claiming to have the best of everything. You know, best hairdresser, best masseur. But in this case, she did not exaggerate. You are a godsend.
Actually, I'm just a guy who likes what he does for a living.
Well, that's very rare, too.
Tell me, Doctor, do you and Mrs. Kinder like your life here in Pine Valley?
Sorry, but I like it here very much.
Oh.
Yes, what my aunt lacks in subtlety, she makes up in oh, so many ways.
Well, I think she's very charming.
Yeah, well, I think Miss Wallingford needs to get some rest.
Oh, Piffle, I'm fit as a fiddle, like...
No. Be careful. You're not ready for the marathon just yet.
Can you give her something, anything for the pain?
Oh, I don't recommend anything stronger than acetaminophen.
Okay.
But if the pain hasn't subsided in 48 hours, give me a call. Better, I'll call you.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
It's my
Yes,
pleasure.
thank you very much, Dr. Kinder.
Of
We
course.
really appreciate your coming by.
Of course. Feel free to call me if you have any concerns or questions.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
He is really extraordinary. So charming, so sophisticated.
You are shameless. You know that?
On a good day, yes.
I want you to stay here tonight because I want to keep an eye on you.
Well, will you stay with me?
Well, absolutely.
You don't have to run off anyplace, do you, Pierce?
No, I can stay a while.
Okay, you rest now, Aunt Phoebe.
All right, dear. Thank you.
I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of making us some tea.
Oh, how very nice. Thank you.
Oh.
You ever wonder about timing? How they say timing is everything? I mean, here Aunt Phoebe dragged you here to sell you on this place, and you end up coming to her rescue.
Well, I wouldn't make too much out of it.
I couldn't have brought her in here. I'm very grateful that you were here.
Well, just be grateful that you have a nosy aunt.
She really is, isn't she?
Yeah, but in the good sense. I mean, she's helped me once. Actually, she helped me twice. And I'll tell you, timing is everything, and I care a lot about that lady.
She cares a lot about you, too.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
My aunt has an unerring feel for diamonds in the rough. I think it's a unique sort of vision. You have it, too.
Me?
I think all real artists have it. You know, they have this ability. They can look at a blank canvas or a piece of marble and they can see the beauty underneath and they bring it to life and they give it form.
Problem being that most people don't take the time to look. What do you think your aunt sees when she looks at you?
She sees a single working mother who should be married off to the first available bachelor. Adam Chandler automatically disqualified.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's so necessary that you be married.
Oh, I think she's just afraid, you know, that I'm going to end up alone.
Are you afraid?
I think before I spent time at the shelter last summer, I think, yeah, I was. I think I was afraid to slow down and to listen to myself, you know, what I really wanted. I think I thought without all my stuff, you know, my routine and my business and my schedule, and that I would, I don't know, cease to exist. But surprise, I'm still here.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what we can survive, huh?
I think it's pretty amazing that we're all not in some collective padded cell somewhere.
I've been there. This is a whole lot nicer. So, what do you think this artist saw?
It's hard for me to be objective. The artist is my child.
Jamie did this?
Turn it over.
Laura.
My Laura. My daughter. She made this for me the first day of kindergarten. I took her to school. She was so nervous, really. I didn't think she was going to be able to let go of my hand. And then I came back after school to pick her up, and she was running across the playground, and she was laughing, and she was holding this up, and she said, "Look, Mommy, look what I made for you." And Anyway, a year later, she was killed by a drunk driver. My Laura, if she had lived, would have been about Laura Kirk's age right now. And you could read into that whatever you want. Believe me, you wouldn't be the first person.
I don't find that strange at all. Once I was walking down the street and thought that I'd seen someone that I knew. And, I knew it was kind of crazy, but I just kept walking faster and faster, trying to catch up to her. She ended up turning the corner and disappearing.
I think we keep saying goodbye until we get it right.
Do we ever?
On the first year anniversary of my daughter's death, I went to visit her grave, and I took a red balloon with me. It was attached to a long white string. And I remember after a while, I just let it go. I just let it go until it... And I watched it until it was out of sight.
How do you know when it's time to let it go?
You'll just know. I think it is much too quiet in that other room.
Yeah, I should probably get going,
Pierce, would you be an angel, dear, and come in and keep me company?
I knew it. We both spoke much too soon.